Hi guys, the stream cut out before we got halfway around the lake. The reason is because we ate through much data. So I don't know how this is going to work for the future because if we can't do this streaming on mobile, then the whole project is shot. Anyway, I'm going to keep riding around the lake. I'm going to shoot it for you and post it on the site. It won't be a live stream, but you'll see what the lake looks like. It's a very pretty lake. It's worth doing. But yeah, sorry it cut out. I don't know what I'm going to do about the data. We just ate through so much so quickly. I don't see how this is going to work for the future, but we'll work on that. Another challenge to work on. All right, obviously the other two won't be here. Unfortunately, they got surprised by being cut off yet again. But you'll be here with me. We'll continue around the lake. Hopefully, it'll be enough to show you and I hope too that you can see this lake because it's really pretty, and I know I can't see the screen on the bike too terribly well, but hopefully you can see how nice the lake is, even on a cloudy day. It's a really nice spot for a ride or a walk. I'm not hearing music now, but you might be because I can add it in later since this is recorded. You can see the guy out there fishing. Guys out there fishing. There's a lot of fishing done in this lake. Trip Bach, the one I live on, was made for fishing in the 18th century. So pretty cool. I thought the causeway was built and it just happened to cause, because obviously being from the US, that would be the order things went in. But no, they built the dam first to create Trukbach Lake so that people could go fishing around about 300 years ago. And in modern times, they built actually, I didn't think it was modern. I think the road was built before modern times. But anyway, the road was built over the dam. I'm not sure if we still count that as a causeway. Where I usually like to keep housekeeping stuff to the beginning of the video, but I gotta tell you, this worries me now. Well, I increased the paid to increase the clarity of the videos, which I thought was going to be a big bonus. We'll see how that turned out. But of course, it ended up eating up a huge amount of data, which doesn't surprise me, but the amount did surprise me. We ran out of 6 gigabytes before we even got 10 minutes into the video, and then we ate through the rest in very short order. So I went back and refilled it. So I gotta say, I don't know. I don't think it'll do to have a monthly campaign, donation campaign just to beat the phone bill to do this. But it's possible that I missed some much better deal for data, so I'll look into it. But wow, that's if that's the way it is with data, then that's gonna put the kibosh on this whole project. really see any way around it. So the whole idea is to call, and I mean, it's possible maybe just to step down the quality of the video to save on data. That's not gonna, the previous things that we've done have not been, nice looking new restaurant. I guess it's a restaurant. They've not been easy to watch. Because besides my dry banter, there's really been, the previous videos have been extremely choppy. Extremely choppy. Oh my. It doesn't look like it's a good thing. Oh, okay. All right, well, here you go. Getting a lot of construction work done during the slow times of the pandemic. That is the time to spend money. If you are a government wondering when to spend, it's when the economy is slow. Things are cheaper, and the economy needs the stimulation. You get a twofer. I saw projects in the historic district that had not been touched since I was here 5 years ago. I came, well, 6 years ago now. I came for vacation 6 years ago, and I remember how the Hongkiam Lake was, the sidewalks and things around it. When I got here last year, it was in exactly the same condition. Then we went into lockdown for 3 weeks, came out, and everything was brand spanking new. New sidewalks, everything had been renovated and redone. I was like, yeah, that's the time to do it. And that's the one job that's an outdoor job anyway, so you don't have to stop for the virus. People tend to be 6 feet apart. They're outdoors. Perfect thing to be doing. And that's very smart. Smart spending. And they're still doing it, obviously. They've got projects going around town. They've got an electrical energy grid renovation that happened I say it happened, it's happening still, it's other parts. But a few weeks ago it happened on my island. They had each block be out of power for a day. When they came back, you went outside and all the old jungle and tangle of electrical wires that are so ubiquitous in Hanoi had been switched out for new electrical boxes. So they are investing, taking this opportunity to invest. We're on the south side of the lake now. Just went around. This side of the lake is a lot more geared towards, what should I say, tourists, but it's not like the historic district where everything is, I mean, it's hotels here, but in the historic district, there's a lot of touts, and I mean, it's a nice district. I don't want to brag on the historic district, but it can be exhausting for tourists, where they're just coming at you from every direction to try and sell you stuff, whereas this feels a lot more like it's just a relaxed waterfront, which it is. It feels more like a seashore. Things, you know, you got coffee shops, you got lots of different restaurants, different kinds of restaurants. There's a couple of bars, longer extended stay places and hotels. It's a good alternative to the historic district if you're coming to Hanoi as a tourist. It's so much nicer, and the ratio of tourist to local is much lower. So it's not, a super lot of locals. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. It actually is, but it's not super few tourists. How about that? There's still a good many here, but not like the historic district at all. And because the historic district is so overrun with tourists, barely any attention gets paid here by people that are trying to sell things. Not that there's anything wrong with selling things. I mean, sometimes you want to buy things, but it can get exhausting to be, accosted at every moment by someone who wants you to buy this or buy a tour or eat at my restaurant or whatever they're doing. I feel bad for them because I know that's their job, is to run up and tell people, come eat here or come stay here, whatever. But from the other side, you just get the barrage. You have to mostly just ignore people, which I hate to do. It's rude, but it's not a personal request they're making. It's just them doing their job of selling their product. So if you're not interested, I kind of feel like I'm doing them a favor by not implying some interest that actually isn't there, because then they know not to waste their time on me, especially since I live here. I don't need a hotel room. I hope these vistas are coming across. We come around the curve and I'm just like, oops. I really can't believe how fast that data got eaten up. Honestly. That worries me. It really makes me know what I already knew, which is that I very badly need, an international data plan where the data will not disappear in a puff of smoke. I would love to find some unlimited international data. Would be just lovely. But I honestly do not know how to even access that. No. Who would do that? Another thing to search, I guess. Another thing that would be, it's very hard to get this started with no money. But I guess I should have stayed on the free plan and the choppy video. They ran a discount for the first month of video. First month of improvement on the streaming service, which is good. And we'll see how it does. But honestly, I can't afford it if it eats data up like that. And yeah, well, I mean, I guess out $20, I've learned a lesson. Can revert back to what we were doing and just wait till some point in the future when it's feasible, if that comes. This is one case where my willingness to pay far exceeds my capacity, my ability to pay. Trying to get this started, although I don't even have work. Certainly, I don't have anything going into American bank accounts to pay for any of this. YouTube requires 1,000 subscribers before you can get monetized or even set up anything that would result in payments, which I get because if you just make it open to everybody, then they'll be dealing with 1,000 people that are getting 30-cent checks not 1,000, sorry, that's a low number actually. A gazillion people that are getting 30% checks every month, and yeah, I get that they don't want to do that. But unfortunately, it makes it really difficult to start out. Oh, I'm gonna take a bit of a break and see if I can get up on this curb. Oh my goodness. Let's see if you can see. I can't get down into position to see. Lovely lake. Just lovely all the way around. A really nice urban lake. Honestly, I was talking with Yuri about West Lake in Hangzhou, which is famous in China. And it's also quite lovely. They've put a lot more into that. I think it's been an attraction for many, many years. Whereas this one is not so much a tourist attraction, which may sound strange, but that's what makes it a nice tourist attraction. That if you come to Westlake, you'll definitely be surrounded by expats, but not so many tourists. I got on this too early. What is going on here? Oh, bicycle seats are not made for ass comfort. Not at all. I'd go out into the street. I'm gonna hope I can get. Oh, heaven's sake. There's just nothing too big to block a sidewalk. Should we park on the sidewalk with this gigantic dump truck and industrial equipment? Sure, why not? Why wouldn't you do that? I'm now at the point where it would have made a lot more sense to get out into the street, but I'm kind of committed to it now. Okay, there we go. Oh, and this stupid bag. I'm sorry to keep harping about the bag, but it's yeah, it's annoying, and I know it's about to rip apart too. It's the worst part. So I'm wondering if this couldn't just end early, honestly. Oh, but I don't see how young people do this. I was never able to do it. Just constant sore ass. I'm not getting up there again. I'm in too much trouble. This is the one part of the ride around the lake I don't like, even on the motorbike. You have to get out onto the highway. I was thinking, oh, but I'll just go along the sidewalk and on the bike, and won't that be easy and, you know, no problem. I want to go to the other side of the highway. Well, they showed me, didn't they? Alright, now I'm back on the lakeside road. Kudos to anyone that watches this whole thing. It's not even a live stream. I just promised to ride around the lake, and I feel like I want to deliver. I can't believe I paid for that. Now I'm gonna step down the quality so that I can do so that I can actually afford the data. I mean, it was $20, so I guess I'm sure any American would think that's a fraction of what I pay every month, and you got 55 gigabytes for it. The fact that you ran through it is not indicative of a bad price. I just can't believe it went through that much. But I tell you what, I also have somewhat of a suspicion that I put the money in, clicked on the new plan as it instructs you to do, and the machine just went, nope, you're on the old plan, which means we're going to charge you a you know, you're going to go over your limit, and then we're going to charge you 1,000 times the regular price rather than just upgrading you to the better plan. Or why do we even have plans? Just charge me for the usage. But that's why everything has switched to mobile. It's not like people always need a mobile phone, but it makes so much money for the phone company. This is the part of the show where I start to rant. But it's true. They make a huge amount of money off of these cellular plans, data plans, because they're somehow able to never charge you the amount advertised and punish you severely if you go over. It's aggravating. And of course, now that it's all on the app and they sell it for convenience, but the truth is the app doesn't work half the time. Like, I upgraded to the 55 plan, and I have no way to check and see if I was on it. It's just showing 0 now since I drained it. But I don't see how that stream could have consumed 55 gigabytes worth of data. That doesn't make any sense. It seems like we would have to be on all day to get that amount. But either way, the amount in the account now is 0. So I got to deal with that. Oh, well, I'm sure you've heard enough of that if anyone watches this. I can't honestly we have not yet made a show where I felt like everything went so well I can share it with people and promote it. So I haven't really been promoting the channel at all. Even though I think it's a good idea, but it remains to be seen whether it can be done. Honestly, I don't have a lot of confidence that it can at this point. That if we have to have high streaming rates to make a decent show, and I think we do, because if we're showing travel, like having just an hour of choppy footage is probably not going to do it. Not going to cut it. If we need that, then we're going to consume a lot of data. If it takes huge amounts of money, or even any amounts of money, to get all that data, then I don't see how it can work out. I think we've just hit a catch-22. Like I said, I'll go back and put my thinking cap on, I guess. Try to figure something out. I hope you're enjoying the lovely, relaxing lake. That's my rant and stress. I mean, I know it's just a juvenile thing to think, but I don't get why everything has to be so difficult, especially with technology. It seems like it's all designed to imply it can do something and then promptly put up a wall and go, no, you really can't do that, sorry. Just kidding. Oh, I'm going to stop and get a coffee and end the stream. We're about halfway down the south side of the lake. Well, it's the one spot where there's no coffee. Lots of hotels here, though. Ah. Oh, heavens. coffee. There's been nothing but coffee since we left. Now there's not one to be found. Not surprising. Oh, yeah, this place is over here are gonna be just fine. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay. All right, guys. Well, another exciting episode, mostly filled with the making of an exciting episode. Maxio. Cool. Okay. Sorry, this is my sign off. It's a very professional sign off. I'm glad you tuned in. I hope we have another episode to bring you soon. I don't know that we will. Let's cross our fingers. This episode is going to be a couple of live streams and this all combined together in some strange format. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed seeing the lake. That was the main point. We got around most of it, just to let you know. The reason I'm stopping is I can't stop ranting about the data, so I'm not going to be. But you saw most of the lake. And next time, I hope we have something else to bring you. Maybe we'll find something that has Wi-Fi. And we'll get past it that way, at least for a while. All right, see you guys later. Thanks for watching Untethered.